Hello everyone, I'm Tim. In today's video, we're going to be testing out a water purification system that is made by ITEHIL. And what's neat about this system, it has several different charging ways. And when we pull some water samples, we're going to actually see how well this filter does. And the way we're going to do that is we're going to use a water purification testing system called Varify. And it's a complete water test. And it's actually two parts. And one of the parts of it is one that tests the coliform inside of it. And with this, it's like a bacteria test. It actually takes 48 hours for this test result to come back. So we'll be monitoring that. But in the meantime, we'll get instant results within seconds of using this test here by Verify. It's going to show us the different levels and contaminants and metals that are actually in the water. So we're going to see how good a job that this water filter can do. So let's get started. Okay, with this filtration system, it comes in a really nice case. I was really impressed with this case. And the way it works is you have to charge it up. And that's the neat thing about it, is there's two different charging options with this. There's the USB-C cable here, or you can actually just set it out in the sun and it will charge itself. So that's what I like about this. And you can see now it's fully charged, and it has an indicator here. And this here activates the flashlight on it. It has a couple settings on that. But the most important thing is the pump part of it. And that's the part that will take the water that's out of the stream here. And the way that happens, so we're going to use this pump. And these are the tubes that came with it to take the water. And one of the things I liked about it was on this, it has a pre-filter. So whenever we're going to take our water samples, we're going to put it out here where it's a little bit deeper. We're not going to put it right here where the bank is. Out here it's a little deeper. It looks like about 1.5 feet, maybe 2 feet out there. So that's where I want to try to collect my sample at. And it has a floater on here to where you can extend it out to where it's going to give it some room to go down, lower down into the water like that. So that's about where we want it. And the water comes in through the bottom tubing here, so we'll attach that. And once it filters it through, it's going to come out the top. And it also comes with a little tube here that attaches to the top like that. And the clean water's going to come out here, and they even attached another clip here to if you want to actually attach it to the side of what you're collecting the water into. So let's see how this works. I'm going to go out here a little bit. You can see over here where it's deeper. I'm going to turn the pump on. I'm going to throw this out there into it and let it float. And you can see it's already taken out some water. So I'm going to throw it back out. I'm going to let some of this water run through the filter here. This is my first time actually using the pump in a stream. So here I have my tube. I'll just take the cap off the tube. I'm just going to run the water into it. And I'm not going to touch the inside of the tube because I don't want to contaminate that part. And it says it runs 700 milliliters of filtered water through this a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and shut this off. And I also notice right now on the power button, it shows that it's charging just from the sunlight that we're getting right now. So it's actually charging the unit now as we're sitting here just from the natural sunlight. Okay, so what we're going to do now that we have the water sample here, we're going to use the Verify 16 parameter test kit. And we're going to actually test this water to see what it shows. Now the way that we do that is we're going to dip one of these testing strips from Purify in here for just a couple seconds. And then we're going to give it about 30 seconds. We're going to look for color change, and we're going to verify those color changes against the panels that are actually on the bottle. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use this test strip. We're going to stick it down in here in the water for about 3 seconds. We're going to pull it out. And we're going to wait about 30 seconds here. And then we're going to start testing. You can already see that there's some color changes within these panels. And now we're going to start comparing the strips to the colors on here. Okay, the first one is a green here. That's shown as within the limits. The next one is this color brown here, which the first one was alkalinity, which is showing that it's fine. You can go all the way to the end here where it's at. And then the next one will be the sodium chloride, which shows it's fine. And the next one will be comparing to the fluoride, which is fine, the zinc, which is fine. And then next is the sulfate, which it's a little out on the sulfate, as you can see. And then the nitrate, which it shows it's within limits of that. Then your mercury levels are fine. The total chlorine is fine. You can see which is fine because it shows these darker green layers underneath each of these, which will show if it's within tolerance or not. We have our magnesium, which it shows that level is okay. By lead, which it shows that is okay. Our copper level is fine. Next by the iron and the hydrogen sulfate, the hardness of the water, which is not really even tested here, but as far as the level goes. And then followed by the last one, which is the pH, which it shows it's within normal pH. So now we're going to use the same testing kit, which is the Varify bacteria test for water. And before this, we had to wash our hands in soap and water. You can see this is very well packaged up. We have to be very careful on this one not to contaminate anything on the inside, so we do not want to touch inside this. So I'm going to peel back this foil. And this exposes another foil package. Now with this, we're going to have to tear this open. And without touching the powder or the sides of this, we're going to have to dump this powder inside like this. Without touching the sides, we're just kind of tapping it on this foil on the top. Get it in there. And now we're going to take the same water that we took out of the stream, and we're going to run it inside here. We'll put the lid back on without touching the lid, and we're going to shake it up. And now we're going to have to let this set for 48 hours before we have a true test on it. We're going to have to leave it in neutral temperatures at room temperature. So this is where it's at now, which is showing no harmful bacteria in it. But again, it takes a total of 48 hours to completely test that. All right, everybody, now we're out here at Table Rock Lake. I'm going to go ahead and test this water out here just to see what it's like. And it's going to be the same process. And the lake water is a little bit muddier through here, so I'm curious to see how well this is going to purify it. All right, real quick, I'm going to pull out a sample out of the lake. I'm going to fill up the test tube. I'll rinse it out a couple times. And I'll turn that back off. So now that I have a full sample here, you can see this is really clear compared to the lake water. You have 1 minute after you start the test for an accurate test. After that, it's not as accurate. So I'm going to take a picture of this in a video, just comparing the test strips to the different levels here. It looks like everything's right in tolerance of where it should be from our water sample we just got through the filter. And they said to always look at these strips in natural light. All right, that's a good test. Okay, for the next test we're going to be doing It's going to be doing the backroom test to test for any E. coli or anything in this water. Again, this test is going to take 48 hours to complete. And the main thing, you want to make sure you don't contaminate anything inside this container. So I'm going to peel the foil back. And in here is where the powder is contained. And just tear along here to be able to pour the powder into this bottle and then fill it full of water. So we're going to get the powder out into here. Squeeze it all out. Make sure we pick up our trash. And now I'm going to activate the pump again. We'll run a little bit of water through this filter first. And then I'm going to fill this bottle a little bit to the line here. And then we're going to want to shake it up really good. And we're going to have to let this test set for 48 hours and see what the results is. You can see this is pumping really clear water out of the lake. The lake is a little murky today. It's July right now, just a week away from August. So the water is a little murky. It's a warmer temperature this time of year. They've had some E. coli scares this year on the lake, so I'm just curious to see how this E. coli test is going to come back. We've had a lot of rain this year, and now the temperatures are warmer. So let's see how it does. But even though the water looks really clear here, it's running nice, there's some other challenges that come along with this. Along the Ozarks here, you're going to have a lot of other issues that play into your water quality. One being that there's a lot of people that are out here in well waters and they're using septic tanks because they're not hooked into city utilities. So with that being said, some of the septic tanks I know from being a deputy out here haven't been the best. There's been times that we've been searching for people through the woods and through their yards, and we find ourselves in a little swampy mess. And what happened is the people just ran a tube out into the backyard away from the house, and they're dumping all their bad water into just the ground. So that's a challenge. And then the other thing is all the farmland we have. We have a lot of farmland. They spray pesticides, chemicals, stuff like that on the crops. So that poses the danger. And just the actual cattle and the stock that they have of the animals that they're raising here, that's another challenge, because a lot of these cattle will get off into the stream, and at the same time when we have the floodwaters like we've been having recently, all that's washing down in the stream, so you really don't know what all is in this water. I would never, out here where this is, I would never want to just straight drink out of the stream itself without having some kind of filtration system. And with this water test today, we're going to find out. Since we did collect the samples, the biggest one that I was worried about is the bacteria test to see what's inside that. And it's going to take us 48 hours for the results. So I will be checking back in with you guys to see how that looks in 48 hours later, just to see what was actually in this water, because you're worried about what's upstream. And if you have those septic tanks, you have cattle, you have livestock that's out there in the water, there could just about be anything in this water. So we're going to find out how well this water filter did at filtering all those type of things out of this water. And again, this is the ITEHIL model E01. The filter accuracy is 0.01. Purified water flow is 700 milliliters per minute. The working temperatures is -4 degrees all the way up to 104 degrees. The input is 5.4 volts with 2.5 amps. And the battery is a 5200 milliamp battery. Along with that, it's also used the Type-C as we mentioned, and the whole net weight of this is only 440 grams with the carrying case and everything with it. And this outdoor electric water purifier says it's 99.9999% of bacteria and viruses that it will filter out of the water. So we're going to find that out with this test that we did. Overall, I've been happy with this filter. If you guys are paying attention to Missouri news, they just did an article in several of the news sources that say Missouri waterways and lakes, a lot of them are coming back with bacteria tests showing positive, and they're showing positive testing for E. coli. So that worries me a lot about drinking water out of a lot of our lakes and streams. Now, with this filter system, that was part of our test. We tested it for the bacteria in the water in both the lake and in the river. It both came back good. So For a test with that, you can see that if it's this color, which both of the waters that came back were good for that, were good for not having bacteria in it, so that's good. No E. coli, no bacteria, so that water was safe to drink right out of that filter, which I like. But the problem is it takes 48 hours to find out if the bacteria was in the water. That's a long time to wait for me. So if you guys aren't sure about it, this filter did a really good job, because what we also tested for were heavy metals, and it didn't show any heavy metal in either of the water from the lake or the river, which that's a really good thing. And I was happy to see that the test came back good on that. But we can't really test for pesticides. So pesticides from a lot of your large farms, if I was downstream from them after a heavy rain, I would still be a little cautious about that, because it could wash into the waterways. But on a normal day, I wouldn't be too concerned about it. And if you're not ever sure about it, you can use the chlorine tabs, you can boil the water, you can do several other ways to treat the water as well. And for me, I like redundancy. I will definitely use this filter just because it came back great without doing any of that. But it took me 48 hours to figure that out. But I would use the filter, maybe drop a chlorine tablet in it. And if you're not sure, boil the water as well. And that will give you a better drinking sample and just more of a safety thing, since this is in the news quite heavily right now about all this E. coli and bacteria problems. But boiling it in the chlorine tabs is nothing to worry about after you filter it out, so you're good to go. If you got any value out of this video, please like and subscribe. It really helps out my channel. And I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.